Master told me about this. We were anticipating that she wasn't going to make weight, and she was going to have some difficulty to make
On
weight.
Friday,
But to me,
obviously you got up in your opponent's face, so just kind of walk me through that. And is that just all part of the plan, or what's that about? Yeah.
e sob
I
aquela
carry
energia
God
que
in my
você
heart,
traz, and that's my purpose every day in the morning, is just to be, to always bring happiness, to bring joy, and it doesn't matter how, wake
Right,
up.
but what happened there
you
at
feel,
the
but
end?
important
Once the
thing
final
is-
bell sounded, there was a little scuffle there. What was
Oh
going on?
yeah, he punched me like when the bell. He punched me in the chest, and first I was very
Can you tell
mad
us
because
what
he
was going
grabbed
on
my
in your
shorts.
head
It was not like
during that exchange when Gamrot had your leg and it kind of looked a little scary? Can you take us through what you were thinking?
A bit scared, not gonna lie. When he had the knee bar, I was like, "Fuck, not like this," because I knew I was gonna
Go
let my leg,
Birds.
Alexia, congratulations on the victory. How are you feeling right now?
Parabéns pela vitória, como é que tá se sentindo?
Estou me sentindo muito feliz, extraordinária, como sempre. Eu amo estar aqui, o UFC é minha vida e eu amo me divertir.
Very happy, outstanding as always. The UFC is my life, and I love to have fun.
Obviously, a big victory over, very recognizable opponent, Amanda Lemos. She's fought for the title, has some big wins over some big names. So just how to feel taking out, a fighter of her caliber today?
Uma vitória importante contra uma adversária, como você mencionou, veterana, que bateu em muita gente, tirou muita gente do caminho, que é a Amanda Lemos. Como é que você se sente pelo fato de você ter vencido a Amanda?
Me sinto muito feliz, eu sabia que ia ser uma atleta muito dura por ser veterana, mas quando eu entrei dentro da organização, eu sabia que eu poderia enfrentar grandes atletas, porque eu sei o que eu quero deixar um legado aqui, então estar enfrentando uma veterana para mim é importante e Papai do Céu está preparando o caminho certo, então eu estou feliz pra caramba.
A very important win, as I said, against a veteran, someone who has very experienced. But I mentioned that when I came into the UFC, I knew that I needed to be the best. And no matter who was the opponent, I knew that I needed to go through those people on my path to the top. And, the man upstairs is helping me out a lot and just giving me a nice path and the way in this organization. I love to be here.
Did everything, she had for you today, was that what you expected? I mean, obviously, we also want to ask, she had used up her attempts to make weight, didn't make weight, so just kind of get your thoughts on that and everything that transpired.
Em termos daquilo que ela apresentou para você, na hora que ela meteu pressão também, você ficou surpresa com alguma coisa que ela ofereceu, que ela trouxe para essa luta, e também a questão do peso, que foi toda aquela complicação para bater o peso que ela teve, todo episódio da pesagem, se você chegou a acompanhar isso, você viu o que aconteceu.
Sim, o meu mestre já tinha conversado comigo antes, ele achava que ela não iria realmente bater o peso, só que eu, Alexia, vim para poder cumprir com os meus compromissos, e eu fui lá e bati meu peso. Eu não estava preocupada se ela iria bater o peso ou não, e sim se ela iria estar pronta para sair na porrada comigo.
Master told me about this. We were anticipating that she wasn't going to make weight, and she was going to have some difficulty to make weight. But to me, it doesn't matter. I mean, myself, Alexia, I'm worried about if I'm going to make weight, if I'm going to be ready, and if she's going to sustain a banger with me, and if she's ready for what I bring.
Yeah, and when we look at your career after winning a contract, we see you debuted against Molly McCann, then fought Loma, then Bruno Brazil, now Amanda Lemos. Like, that's some, good quality of opponents to start your UFC tenure. So what does this say about you?
Se você olhar para a tua carreira desde que você entrou no UFC, você já pegou a Molly McCann, depois pegou Loma, Bruno Brasil, agora Amanda. O que isso diz sobre a tua carreira que você está pegando umas pedreiras no caminho?
Que a Alexia burguesinha chegou para fazer história no UFC. Não sou veterana ainda, mas estou pronta para poder fazer história. E quando o telefone vermelho tocar, a Alexia burguesia tem que estar pronta para poder dar show.
The Alexia, the bougie girl's ready to go, and no matter what happens, and that's always going to be ready for battle. And when that red phone rings, always have to be ready, always be ready for the next fight, and ready to put on a show for everybody.
Yeah, and I also want to ask you one more thing about yesterday. I mean, I feel like you brought probably the most energy to the scales on Friday. obviously you got up in your opponent's face, so just kind of walk me through that. And is that just all part of the plan, or what's that about? Yeah.
E sobre aquela energia que você traz, até voltando à questão da pesagem, mais do teu lado, você sempre vem com uma energia muito boa, você já foi a pessoa mais animada, digamos assim, na pesagem da sexta-feira, você encarou, você foi para casa, você foi, deu uma encarada nela, encarou ela de frente. Como é que é isso? Como é que é ter essa energia? Como é importante para vocês?
Eu carrego Deus no meu coração todos os dias e isso é que me mantém motivada todos os dias. Sair da minha casa, sempre eu saio da minha casa com o propósito de, independente do que seja, se eu estou feliz ou não, ou irradiar a vida de outras pessoas. E esse é o meu propósito, sempre me divertir, ser feliz, transmitir energia positiva, porque o mundo já está cheio de coisas ruins, então não tem por que a gente ficar murmurando se a gente acordou, está feliz, está com saúde, isso é o que importa.
I carry God in my heart, and that's my purpose every day in the morning, is just to be, to always bring happiness, to bring joy, and it doesn't matter how, wake up, I don't know what you feel. The important thing is if I'm already happy or if I can actually, just bring that energy to other people. I think the world is already, life in of itself is sour enough, and I think it's important for us to be happy and bring happiness into people's lives.
Finally, for me, obviously, with a win like this, you climb up the rankings even more. So how soon do you want to come back? Who do you want to face? Any specific names in mind? And how does it feel being that much closer to a title shot one day?
E com uma vitória como essa, imagino que você quer subir no ranking, você quer ir mais para cima. Uma vitória como essa te abre mais caminhos. O que você pensa em oponente? Qual que é o próximo desafio? O que você quer para ir mais para o topo?
Agora, no momento, é voltar para casa, recuperar e, como eu disse, aguardar que o meu coach, meu manager, ver o que é melhor para mim no momento. Mas, independente de qualquer adversário, a gente sempre vai estar pronto para poder sair na porrada.
Going back home, resting a little bit, just chilling, talk to my manager, talk to my coach, see what's up next. But no matter who the opponent they're going to put out there, we're going to be ready to come in for a banger.
During those last, few seconds of that fight, you guys were swinging for the fences. It seemed like any shot landed could put somebody's lights out. What was going through your mind, or your head when that happened?
No final da luta, a porrada comeu. E as duas foram basicamente para tudo ou nada. Como é que foi aquele último minuto ali, aquele último segundo de luta que basicamente vocês foram e cada uma estava basicamente tentando arrancar a cabeça da outra?
Então, meu mestre sempre falou assim, Alexia, quando acabar o round, você cai para porrada. Cai para porrada que não tem jeito, você é explosiva, menina, você está pronta para qualquer situação que ela te colocar. E entre se diverte, tem que dar show para a galera, não é ir lá só fazer uma lutinha meia boca, não. Tem que dar show, tem que levar o coração na ponta da luva e fazer com que a galera vá à loucura.
Coach always says this, my master always says it, at the end of the rounds, just bring it. Haymakers, banger, go for it all. You're explosive. Just bring that for you. That's what you need to do. You have to, wear your heart on your gloves. And just go for it all. That's what you do. I mean, people, that's what they want. They want you to put on a show. So do what you do best, and no one can stop you if you do that.
Is there any part of your opponent's game that surprised you the most, or gave you the most difficulty?
Alguma parte do jogo dela te surpreendeu ou deu alguma dificuldade? Luta longa, como é que foi?
Eu digo que não me surpreendeu, mas ao mesmo tempo me deu uma energia maior, uma gana maior de ser campeã, até porque eu estou enfrentando uma veterana, uma atleta duríssima, era uma atleta experiente, uma atleta que já foi ao título. Então, tá ali dentro com uma atleta veterana, isso mostra que eu também estou pronta para poder chegar no topo e sim deixar um legado aqui dentro.
It didn't surprise me, but it gave me some inspiration, some motivation to climb my way up the rankings and to be a champion in the future, because she's a veteran fighter, an experienced fighter, somebody who has fought the best. And as I said, I want to be here to leave a legacy, to make history. So you see that if you can beat somebody like that, you can reach for the top and actually leave a mark when you're in this organization.
Last question for me. We all seen that you love to dance. Like you're an amazing dancer. Is there any dance move that is your favorite to hit out there when you're win?
Você sempre está muito animada, cheia de energia, gosta de dançar. Tem algum movimento específico que a gente pode, assim, que é uma coisa característica tua? Quando você, alguma dancinha que vai ser característica?
Não dancinha, mas o esquece. O esquece é a minha característica, porque a galera ficava me zoando muito. X-tudo, X-tudo. Aí eu falei, X-tudo, esquece. Aí eu registrei essa marca como Alexia Burguesinha, esquece. E quando vocês ouvirem falar de burguesinhas, vocês vão, esquece.
Not a dance move per se, but something that we say in Brazil is pretty much like, forget it, forget about it. Like, I'll take care of this. Like, people used to say it, and at one point, I said, just, forget it. And I kind of do like a little X, and that's what I do. So people remember. When they think of the bougie girl, they'll say, just, forget it.
Oi, Alexa, parabéns.
Brasil.
Como tá sendo para você? Como foi para você enfrentar uma outra brasileira?
How was it for you to actually have to face another Brazilian?
Já é a segunda brasileira que eu enfrento e nós sabemos que o nosso ranking é recheado de brasileira, né? Então, para chegar no topo, eu sei que eu vou passar por bastante brasileiras. Então, a gente está pronto para poder enfrentar brasileira, americana, o que for, a gente está pronto para sair na porrada.
It's the second Brazilian that I faced, but, you know, our rankings are just loaded with Brazilians, and we know we're going to have to go through some Brazilians to the top, and I'm ready. Brazilian, American, wherever you're from, we'll be ready to go.
Obrigada, esquece.
Esquece? Esquece.
Congrats on the win, just two for me. A signature victory, of course, but it didn't come without adversity. That second round was a little tough. I saw you a little hurt. How bad was it? And also, what was the talks like between 2 and 3 to get everything composed and back together to get that dominant victory?
Parabéns pela vitória. Teve um momento de adversidade ali que ficou complicado, que a impressão que realmente ela cresceu na luta, pegou você. O quanto que você sentiu que realmente estava ruim naquele momento e como que você virou o jogo para ter aquele terceiro round que você teve?
Eu acredito que o tempo ruim é somente dentro da academia. Que quando você treina duro e está junto com os melhores, fica impossível de estar lá dentro e ser um tempo ruim. E sim, só um tempo de uma experiência que possa ser um pouquinho de sufoco, poderíamos dizer uma palavra assim. Mas não é tempo ruim. Tempo ruim é na academia, que você está com fome, com a barriga vazia, de tanto fazer dieta, de beber água. Agora aqui você está de barriga cheia e pronto para ser feliz e sem comprometimento de ter que fazer algo diferente.
Well, I like to say that we weathered a storm in training and not here. So, you know, it's a bad time all the time in the gym because you're going through a lot of stuff. So, I mean, here, there's a bit of a struggle, can I say? Just that's how it. There's some challenges that you go through. You have to weather some bad weather there, but it's a bad time in the gym to get to this because that's when you're still going through a diet. You're starting your cut. You're depleted. You're dehydrated, and you're really going through training for things to go well here. So we like to say that we've weathered a storm over there. So. Smooth sailing when you get to the octagon.
Love that. Absolutely right. And last for me, just a fun one. Now that you enter this top 10 on Monday, are these the SpongeBob top 10 slippers for the victory there?
Você vai entrar no ranking no top 10, provavelmente na segunda-feira. Então, isso aí é comemorativo, essa pantufinha?
Então, eu amo essas coisas diferentes, igual como vocês viram o meu macacãozinho diferente, mas eu sabia que eu ia chutar bastante a panturrilha dela e eu tinha que trazer algo para poder ficar mais confortável e à vontade. Como eu não poderia colocar o meu macacão, eu coloquei a pantufinha, que é um método que eu gosto de ficar à vontade para poder dar uma entrevista legal, para poder conseguir interagir bem com o público.
I like fun stuff. You probably saw me in a onesie, and I knew I was going to be kicking, her calf a lot in the fight, and I wanted to make sure that I was really comfortable. Since I couldn't wear the onesie, I figured why not, the slippers, because that'll be a cool touch. But I like to wear cool stuff.
That's awesome. Congratulations on the victory. Felicidades.
Esquece. Esquece. Forget about it. Thank you.
Oh.
Good. Diego, congratulations on the victory. How are you feeling today?
Damn, feel amazing now. Besides the bruises, I feel amazing.
Obviously, a very hard-earned victory tonight. So, did everything that Billy threw at you, is that what you expected, or anything surprised you out of Billy today?
Yeah, he surprised me. I was hitting that boy with everything I have, with all the power I have in my hands, but he was not going down. But I was well prepared, especially with my conditioning. I felt some points over there I could have done better, but it's things that I need to adjust and learn. So being an athlete is all about that, be able to capitalize on your mistakes and make better and make adjustments on the way.
We mentioned, on Wednesday at Media Day, you're no stranger to these type of fights, right? You've been around. So when you see a guy like him that, like you just said, just won't go out of your way, what's the mental approach there, right? I mean, does it get frustrating at some point, or how do you keep your cool to, keep going and obviously earn the win like you did today?
One of my coaches told me, bend it but no break. So I was having that on my head the whole time, Coach Albert teach me a lot of that, especially mentally prepared for that. Thinking about bend it but don't break was the point of my adjustments on that game, because I knew I was going to have to go in the deep waters with him, and so I was preparing to that. I have my mindset really lock into that, so I was under that moment.
Did I'm sure you just did some post-fight medicals and stuff. Did they tell you anything of a?
Oh, I was really telling you okay? You have a headache? And in the beginning, I was having a little bit of headache, but it go away. And after a war like that, it's no big deal, But you feel sometimes. But I'm glad I'm okay and everything is fine. And I hope now, just looking forward what is coming forward.
We noticed from here, Billy's frame seems much bigger, obviously going up. So, I mean, how did that compare to you? Obviously, you fighting him.
Now, it affecting me. You're talking about?
How did you, feel? How did he feel?
I really didn't thinking about the fans or anything. I was thinking about on that moment. I was how Coach Safe was telling me, just living it right now. So I was adjusting with that. I was trying to get everything together, trying to put everything together, especially on those moments I was not able to capitalize on what I was doing. So I was just on the right moment and the right time, and having to adjust into that. It was my goal in there.
And just, how good does it feel to be back in the win column, right? We also talked about this week, going on to the 2-fight skid, and now you're back in the win column.
Yeah, it feels great, especially, how I told you, my last losses was because I was rushing things, I was trying to do things that I normally don't do it, and getting, get a short notice, now well training for my first loss and my second loss. I was just trying to listen to people I was not supposed to, but I adjusted in that. I really learned with that. So now I just have to get in that, learn it with this victory, and then get back home and trying to see what's going to be next.
Yeah. Do you know what's next for you? Do you know any, I obviously you mentioned some people there. So, I mean, if it was up to you right now, who are you booking yourself
against?
Yeah,
I want to fight Bobby Green, or the guy I kind of I was supposed to fight him, but then he got hurt. And then I could not have that match, and I the same thing. I rushed into another thing, but I love to share with Bobby Green or Jim Miller, one of those fighters, if they're gonna be available to the end this year. But I really want to get back as soon as I can. I really want to look forward to already be training back into my gym, and right now I'm healthy, just a little bruise here and there, but I want to get back into that as soon as I can.
Oh, that's awesome. And, you know, another veteran that's been around today, Darren Elkins, put the gloves down. So just what are your thoughts on his career? And did you get to catch his fight, you know, back there?
I did, you know. I've been a fan of that man for a long time, and it's sad, you know. Like, see that, not sad in the way to see it's more sad because the size, to see he's putting his gloves down. You know, I was a big fan of him. He fought like a lot of friends of mine and beat them, you know, with the mindset he has, and then you know, and I just want to see him healthy, and you know, I'm proud of him, how far he took in his career, and then damn, he can say he took a lot of fights, and then, you know, and I was a big fan of him for a long time, and I like his style, and I just wish you the best for the man, and I wish him, you know, the best for his family, and be blessed much more in his life.
Yeah, finally for me, how many fights do you envision here for you?
I don't know. Like that's what I'm thinking right now. I want to take one by one first, you know. And I saw Teixeira fighting all the way to 45, 46. So why not? You know, I can maybe go further than that. But you know, my family is first, so I'm gonna sit down with my family thinking about it. But for sure, I still have a few more years to go to thinking about that.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, Diego, I just wanted to ask, how much does this win mean for you right now?
It means a lot, you know, to me, especially because I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of training. I moved from South Texas, the way I said. You know, I used to drive 9 hours from South Texas to Dallas, spend 3 days or 2 days, and then drive back home with another 9 hours. And now moving to Melissa, Texas, and be able to train like, you know, 45 minutes from my gym every single day is something like I'm enjoying now. I don't have to care that more than 20 hours driving. I don't have to do it no more. And you guys can see now, I see the results, you know, and I see to be an athlete, sometimes you have to move around and not be so far from my family too. It was something like I was breaking my heart to be away from my family for so long time. And then now I'll be able to be close and be closer to my family is something like it means a lot to me.
And speaking about the future, I know you said the fight with Bobby Green interests you. What about his fighting style interests you to the most that you want to be like, I want to share the octagon with him?
His style is like an amazing style, you know, like especially he's all running around talking crap. I like to talk. My coach sometimes had to shut myself down too because sometimes I like to talk. You know, right now he was grabbing Billy was grabbing my shorts and say, I want to start talking to him, but then I started listening. Stop talking, and then I have to shut my mouth down. It's gonna be a great fight, you know, like especially the way he likes to talk and I like to. So I see a really interesting fight to me and him sharing the cage.
Is there any message you'd like to tell your fans after this win?
The fans, I want to say thank you for all the support and especially I want to see all you guys give me some options too. So who's going to be next? You know, I'm not just looking for an easy match. I want to see really people see me with a type of way to challenge myself, you know, especially not the type of fighters. And let's see what is going to be the future is going to bring in. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Diego, congrats on the win. Awesome performance. We talked about it on Wednesday. You talked with all of us here about the styles, how they would match together so well, and that's absolutely what we got. But are you kind of happy that Billy didn't adjust too much, didn't try to shoot more, make it like a ground game, or try to take it to the mat, and he wanted to stand with you, and that let you showcase your hands, because that right hand was not missing tonight.
It was. Look, I was looking for a submission in the beginning right there after I took him down, but damn, that kid is damn hard to put him down. And it was great because if not, we're not gonna have a fight in the night. And then we put a good performance, and I was putting a lot of power in those punches. The man have an incredible chin. You know, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm really happy the way all the match go. We hit the ground, and we did some takedowns, but you know, we got get back in the feet and then start exchanging punches. So I feel much happy to go in that way because that's what we're looking for, and that's what the fighter everybody love it. So we put a show for the fans.
Absolutely. Did you feel that tonight? Because we could hear the difference. And just on this side of the fence, the loudness, the energy, the excitement. Did you feel that now with the upgrades that they've done today, Vic?
Oh yeah, I feel amazing, especially that like now. Before we still used to listen to anything, we still hear just the coaches. Now you can feel the good vibe from the fans, you know, and it's something like I like it. I want to get back here to fight again in here, and especially now we have a little stick around of fans. So I think it's the best way to keep this the Apex doing something like that, and I love that upgrade, and I like the environment now, especially with the fans and everybody screaming. It make a lot of difference. It motivate me much more to do what I did.
Absolutely. And I know there was that mutual respect. It was such a beautiful fight. But what happened there at the end? Once the final bell sounded, there was a little scuffle there? What was
Oh,
going on?
yeah. He punched me like when the bell, he punched me in the chest. And first I was very mad because he grabbed my shorts. He was not letting go of my shorts. And I started cussing too. But I said, motherfucker, why you grabbing my shorts? Like, let go of my shorts. And then on the ring the bell, he tried to punch my chest, or he tried to punch my face, exactly. But then I kind of get out of the way, and he punched my chest, and I kicked him on the way out. So it was just more like at the moment, you know. And after there, it was a great fight, and I was crash everything on there.
Oh, understood. And thank you for clarifying that, because I know that grabbing the inside of the glove and the shorts, that's illegal, right? That's not...
Yeah. I did because he grabbed my short too. And it's, you got to be play like that. Let's just go play. And so, you know, it's just the heat of the moment, you know. And it's nothing like we're trying to make a big deal about it. It just was just like a fight, you know. Sometimes it happened, and I really don't care.
Absolutely. And last for me, how do you celebrate? I know you got the family, got the boys. Like, what are you guys doing this weekend in Vegas to celebrate this big win?
After this big win, I just enjoy my coach and my family now. I wanna go back to the hotel, drink some beer, relax a little bit, be with my kids. You know, coach already like it better. But no, but that's what I want to do. I want to just relax. I just want to thinking about get back home and, you know, enjoy my time. And my daughter already have a plan to go to Disney, you know. So with this bonus, I'm probably gonna have to take her to make a best adventure for her. And I'm happy with this, and I just want to enjoy more.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on the win, and enjoy Disney with your baby.
Thank you.
Hello, champ. Congratulations for your amazing performance. To whom you dedicate your victory today?
I dedicate this for my coaches and my family now. This was an important time for me because, damn, if with my coaches, I could not do this again, you know. I'm not gonna lie. The coaches in South Texas, my coach over here, like they influenced me so much. Coach Safe was the most guy, like really tell me like, you're not done. You can recover from this. I know how you are. We've been there before. Stop with this. Stop being that way. And so I kind of get that on me, and then I say, no, I believe in you, coach. Like I'm gonna do this, and then. Look how far I took it, and then right now we did again. So this is go to my coaches, my family, and my God, because if it was not him, I was not gonna be able to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry, coach.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
G'day.
Hey, welcome back.
Quillen, congratulations on the victory. How you feeling right now?
Over the moon. Shit. Big weight off the shoulders. Kind of nervous for this one. Big spotlight. Yeah. Glad I got to get the job done.
And what a way to get the job done, right? Submitting the grappler, right? I feel like when people, thought about your keys to victory here, maybe they see, well, you find the shot or something, but just what you did tonight. Walk me through that.
I'm a jack of all trades. I got many weapons in the arsenal, and I'm going to use every single one of them to get the job done. Just so happened that I got to his back and snatched that neck, and got to prove to everyone that I belong in that upper echelon of the division, and that I can finish the fight not only on the feet with one shot, but on the ground also.
Yeah. Was this the most nervous you felt for your UFC fights?
Kind of. I don't know. I shoot myself all of them, to be honest. But when I'm actually in there and I see the crowd, I'm genuinely having fun, thinking this is the coolest thing. Because it's the coolest thing being able to be in that octagon, about to have a scrap with some random cunt, and yeah, that you don't know, and get paid for it. Like what a job that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so many times we've seen, prospects come to the scene and eventually they meet something they maybe can't put up with. But I feel like we've seen, like you just said, jack of all trades from you. So what do you attribute all this to?
It's just all just training. Like I don't slack off in any in any discipline, and I like the ability to find the finish in all areas. I'm no specialist. You get if you're a specialist in this game, eventually you're going to get exposed in those areas. So I just train to have zero holes in my game.
Yeah. And what sort of message do you think your performance set out today, apart from just being a jack of all trades?
I just showed everyone that I'm the real fucking deal, and that I deserve to be in that top spot in the lightweight division.
Yeah. And when we talk about Australia, right? We've had some great fighters come out of there, but I feel like right now is the perfect time to do what you're doing, right? I mean, some of Jack lost his title and things like that. So now, do you see this as the opportunity to become the face of Australian mixed martial arts?
Just I know us Aussies in general, we're just bloody good at fighting. So there's going to be a lot more Aussies coming up through the ranks, and I think just Aussies in general are going to be the next face of MMA.
Yeah, and in just about 2 years, right? I mean, from your Contender Series fight right here, did you envision it go this fast?
Not this fast, nah. Not at all. I don't really think this far ahead. I've always had the end goal of fighting for the belt, getting the championship wrapped around my waist, and never really thought too hard of the path there. I always believed that I'm going to get there one way or another, and not surprised that it's gone this way also, because I 100% believe in my ability and in my team. I have a great set of training partners and coaches that I work with, and we all believe and support each other. And I asked them to pack up and leave home a month ago, come along with me to over here to Vegas, and they did it within within the blink of the eye, and they helped me come all this way, and with my team we're going to the top.
Yeah, and obviously the performances speak for itself, and at the end of the day you have to go and do what you just did, but fighting is also business, right? So do you also attribute to getting these fights, with social media, building a fan base, outside of, when you make the walk to the cage?
That helps. Yeah. Wait, what was the question? So I'm not even here at the moment. I'm just in my own world.
I can imagine.
I'm hardly listening. Sorry.